Beautiful afternoon. I know I haven't been live much today. I did the 2 lives this morning and you guys really haven't seen me much. Well, I had an opportunity to finally do some digging around to see if there was anything new or relevant, especially with the new sighting of, oh, let me turn this off. Hold on. We'll start it all over in just a second. Let me get over here. Sorry, you guys probably can't even chat. Hold on. It's still set from this morning. Here we go. There we go. You guys should be able to chat now. Sorry about that. Let me start over. So for all the people that are in here. Hi guys, I'm bored, Betty. It's nice to see you. It's nice to see you. I did 2 videos this morning on a few different topics, predominantly the new sighting of Sebastian Rogers. He was seen, for those that are here that have not seen this, there was a sighting of Sebastian Rogers right here, at least what they believe is Sebastian. We're not sure yet. There was a lot of talk about this lady right here because there was another photo of a lady being behind Sebastian or excuse me, Seth, or next to Seth at one of the searches. And so it kind of, obviously people in their speculation, are a little bit concerning right here. This is Seth right there, and there's who they thought this was. Obviously, we still haven't heard one way or another whether it is truly Sebastian Rogers or not. The mom, Katie Proudfoot, says they're waiting for law enforcement to say something. Chris says absolutely not. It's not him. Seth Rogers, PI, says they believe it could very well be him. So we're just sitting here waiting with bated breath to find out one way or another. But we did get some information. So the lady that was in the photo with Seth is not the lady that was seen in the photo in North Carolina. These are 2 totally different people here, which I had originally suspected. So this girl here, her name is Vanessa. She has come forward. She is the blonde that was seen with Seth right here. It is her. Her name's Vanessa. She has decided to come forward to let people know who she is and that she is not the lady in the photo in North Carolina. So the lady in North Carolina has not been identified. It is not the same lady that's with Seth in that one photo. And we still have no clue one way or the other whether or not this photo is that of Sebastian Rogers. I know it has been called in. I know Nick Barris, the news reporter out there, is acknowledging that they know about this photo. Everybody just needs to take a step back. Let's find out what this means. Nobody really knows. It could very well be just a similar person, okay? I mean, the people that look similar are a dime a dozen from a distance. They really are. So I know we're ultra excited that this is Sebastian, but I have to read the language and the behaviors of the parties involved in this case. And of course, I'm looking at Katie, which is the mother of this child, and she's out there basically stating we need to let law enforcement figure out whether this is her son. She makes no indication whether it looks like her son, whether the way the picture's taken, if that's like how she's seen her son, like the hand and stuff like that. Nothing from her. But Chris Proudfoot, on the other hand, is an adamant, this is not Sebastian at all. And it's making everybody wonder, how does he know? I mean, let's face it, they look very similar. Okay? I'm not going to go over why I don't believe that this child is Sebastian. We went over it twice today. But, to each their own. We don't know. It could have been the angle. Again, he bought this photo right here may have the broader chin. It's just the angle. We don't know. Right? So law enforcement needs to find out who this child is, but I have a sneaky suspicion that it is not Sebastian Rogers. And with Chris Proudfoot's very quick response, adamantly professing that this is not Sebastian, you know, it leads us to conclude, at least for me, that each passing day, Chris Proudfoot appears to know more and more and more about Sebastian, his mother, and what transpired in that home when he allegedly was 3.5 hours away, which is something I have a problem with. So, some people in the chat say, well, Seth says he has to confirm it and still has not confirmed it. Right, but his PIs came out and said that this does look like Sebastian. The mom hasn't even remotely talked about the appearance of it being her son. She didn't seem overly excited that somebody may have potentially saw her son. Like, I would think that she would be gleaming. You know, thank you. We have seen them. We are working to confirm, I don't know what it says, to confirm 100% of the information or something like that. It's right down here where it says messages on my thing. Yeah, 100% confirm. Nothing to allege whether they think it could potentially be him or not. But it's not even that. It's the next thing. It's Chris's response. I mean, look down here. My finger, let me get back into there. Right there. You see that? It's not Sebastian. Like, he absolutely knows 100% it's not Sebastian. So can somebody explain to me why Seth is confirming the information, Katie's waiting to confirm the information, but Chris Proudfoot knows for a fact it's not Sebastian? That's what I'm thinking, Cassie. That's exactly what I'm thinking. So it just doesn't make sense to me. It just doesn't. This case is so messy, Chrissy says. Oh, you have no idea. You know what this case, like the level of kind of animosity and hostility and stuff in this case, I haven't seen this except in one other case, and that's the Summer Wells case, another case from Tennessee as well. But that one turned into a major hot mess real quick. And I don't understand what gravitates these people to these cases to really start. But you know what? At the end of the day, Chris, I think, is doing this to himself. You know what I'm saying? Like, Chris Proudfoot can't control his own behavior. And the problem with him and his personality, in my opinion, is that he doesn't realize that he's the problem. He still hasn't understood it's him and his behavior it's not everybody else. Like, he's just one of these people, in my opinion, that doesn't understand the way they're acting is not normal. And the more I think he's coming to realization that we're not buying what they're selling, I'm seeing him crack under pressure, so to speak. And I think because there's so many people condemning him and condemning Katie, that his personality truly can't handle it. His ego won't allow him to. His pompousness and arrogance won't allow him just to sit there and take it, you know? And he won't just change the tune, or he just won't turn the social media off. He has this compulsion to know exactly what people think of him. And it literally enrages him that people don't like him or think these ill things, because he feels so above everybody, in my opinion. And it kind of comes out in the demeanor that we see when he's dealing with people. I mean, this is a prime example. That interview, I was mortified. I was like, you know what? This is what we've been waiting for. We've been waiting for the true Chris Proudfoot to please stand up, and he did. And we finally got to see who he truly is. We got to see the not good side of him, right? And I got to be honest, it came out fairly quickly. I expected military train to kind of take a little more time to break down, but seeing him on Web Sleuths lets me know his true demeanor and how toxic he is to his own self. Like, I think it's, when I was sitting there talking to people last night. I was telling them, it's his own brain doing this to him. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's psyching himself out so much. He just can't handle it. And I truly think we're going to start seeing more and more outbursts from Chris, because I think the more time he has off work, even though he's going back to work, he's going to be drinking a little bit more because of the pressure. And I think that's his go-to. And the more he's going to be drinking, the more he's going to have these outbursts, the more he's going to have moments of, uncontrollability where he's compelled to call into a show that's saying some things because he just needs to set them straight. I think that's just his personality. And I think we're going to see a little bit more of it. I don't know. Maybe he's getting an attorney and the attorney tells him to shut the up, right? Let's see who's at the door. We've got hopefully it's my computer. What time is it? It's almost 4:30. They said my computer will be here between 4:30 and 8:30 for my car. 4:30 and 8:30. My computer is here. Yay! What the heck's that?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. Supper.
Oh, you got me supper too. Wow. Wow. Front door delivery. I love that shit.
This has been out here for 3 hours.
Oh, has it? I haven't been outside.
I noticed.
Thank you.
Okay.
God bless.
Yeah.
Say, you know what? That's what happens when your neighbors like you. Look at that. I got dinner. I got my mail delivered. I got something in the mail. And I got my computer. The car computer is in, folks. You guys are in the breaking news industry right now. Bullhorn Betty's computer to her car has officially arrived. Okay. Where were we? That was sweet of my neighbor. So I think with Chris, I just think he's not going to be able to control. I just think we're going to find that more and more he's going to be breaking and frazzling. I do. All right, let me see what kind of questions you guys have. Wonderlust says, parents would act like Riley Strain's parents, devastated. I do know we all grieve differently. Yeah, I know we all grieve differently, but we grieve. I mean, funny, not funny, right? I'm not trying to be funny, but you're right. We all grieve differently. But the thing is we're grieving. They're not grieving. They're not acting grieving. There's their behavior, going to a motor, that's not grieving. How is going and shopping for a motorcycle grieving? I don't know maybe, I don't know. Call me crazy. People do. I don't know. Cooper says, I'll DM you. Thank you. Here's another Don Wells. That's what I think. Anyone that can't see through Chris is blind by the light. Yeah, Stacy, I agree. I think we all are on, and I think that's what's causing Chris to break down, is because it's not just, I think it's the fact he wasn't able to fool us. I really think is what's making him lose his stuff. He wasn't able to fool us, and therefore I think he understands it's only a matter of time, because everybody is looking at him now. We have professionals that was on their side that are now getting off the fence saying, hey, you know what? You're right. There is something stinking to high heaven over here. They're not acting like they should. So I'm sorry, but it's no longer just one little aspect of a community that believes that something stinks to high heaven in this. We've now got people that do this for a living that were originally on team, and I shouldn't say Team Proudfoot, because it should be Team Sebastian, but I'm saying Team Proudfoot in the sense that they didn't believe that they could have had any culpability in anything to do with Sebastian. Those people are now coming off the fence and saying, there's like Jennifer Coffindaffer, a good example. She was, they're not exhibiting the kind of behavior. Their child must be missing. Everybody's being mean to now we got some problems over here. And so we're starting to hear it from the professionals, which is stuff that we all knew, you know, and I'm glad they're finally catching up with us. And, you know, this is the power of the true crime genre, right? On social media is we get stuff a lot quicker. I don't know how. That's by the good graces of all the people working together. I can tell you that. They thought that making it as a runaway, it would be swept under the rug. I believe that. ESL, that is really what I think. I think they concocted this whole thing of him walking out the door. I think they knew that it would be easy to pass off because there's a lot of autistic people that run off. I think they knew this. I think they used it for their advantage. I think they used a lot of their training for the, you know, in as an advantage here. What in the world is this? Oh, I got one of these things. Oh my gosh, I forgot all about this. My best friend. We're going to go on a little tangent. I'm going to tell you this is not sponsored by anybody, okay? I'm not getting paid for this. I'm not getting paid for this at all. You know what? Let me take my background off. Make sure there's nothing. Okay. There we go. So I'm going to show you guys this. I bought this because my best friend had it. Take this off. I wish I could find a way to make you guys to hold. There you go. I don't know if you guys... I'm always looking for ways because, you know, if you don't know anything about me when I'm out there in the industry and the world, sometimes I got to sleep in my car. If I don't have the budget to get a hotel, but I need to cover the story, I will. So, sorry, I know you guys are probably don't know what the hell I'm doing here. Why isn't this thing locking? It better work. Uh-oh. There we go. I heard it lock. So, I sleep in my car sometimes, and sometimes I like the privacy. Can I flip this camera around? And so, it's like an umbrella thingy that you put in the front windshield of the car, and it turns, it's like a little, I don't know if you guys can see that. It turns into like a little, it just folds into this little thingy here. You see that? That's my house. That's my bags. I just got back because as if I'm going to go. You should see my floor. I had to go through my bigger bag though. So now that's all out of whack. But I still kept everything. It's folded. All the clean clothes are still there. So I don't have to repack the bag, right? But that's my favorite. This is my best friend turned me on to this, and it's like a little umbrella that you can fold up and put next to your seat. If I could fold it up right now, I would show you. It's really easy too. Look, it's already halfway folded. I just got to wrap it, but I can't do it one-handed. See? And it just folds back up and wraps, and it goes back into a little thing almost like an umbrella. And it's actually for your windshield. Isn't that so cool? I think that's cool. I don't know about you, but I think that's absolutely cool. Okay, so now I'm done selling these umbrellas for the windows. I hope they give me some love over here on the Bullhorn Betty channel for selling some of these umbrellas, right? So, anyways, guys, that's really all I had for the Sebastian Rogers case. Is that we do have somebody that came forward. She's identified herself as being the person with Seth Rogers at one of the things, and she says she is not the person in that photo in North Carolina. A lot of people try to say it was her. It's not her. She's come forward. She said who she is, and that she's not in North Carolina. She's been in Tennessee, and she doesn't have Sebastian. So there you have it, folks. That's what you needed to know, and now you're in the know. God bless you. Take care, and see you soon.